Welcome to Planet Classroom. I am Orb. Join me as your virtual guide on a journey of global learning called Planet Classroom. You will hear stories from artists, musicians, dancers, technologists, game makers, filmmakers, innovators, and creators of all kinds from around the world. It's time to engage our imaginations, share our ideas, and explore solutions for a brighter future for all. Our planet is a classroom where learning together brings us together. Creative Visions in association with Planet Classroom has launched Shine, an innovative multimedia project that invites youth around the world to use their creativity and innovations to inspire new ideas that present a more positive future for all. Welcome to our final show in the Shine series. Supported by the World Health Organization, the United Nations Foundation, and the Big Six youth organizations, Global Youth Mobilization is a movement of young people taking action to improve their lives in a post-COVID-19 world. To date, this initiative has funded 134 local solutions and 74 national projects in over 100 countries worldwide. COVID-19 prevention, violence, digital access, education, employability, mental and physical health, and empowering young people to lead in their community are just some of the areas these projects fall into.
COVID-19 has impacted us all.
It has taken lives and loved ones.
It has put our education on hold.
It has taken jobs and careers.
It has put us in danger.
Everyone has felt the impact of lockdown.
But for us, the impact has the potential to alter the course of our lives forever.
We are a generation disrupted.
Planet Classroom is honored to introduce some of the awardees from this program. These young people are doing critical work to address the negative impact of the pandemic and to build back better.
My name is Commander Bosco. I am from Uganda. My local solutions project is called Mental Health Slumber Party, and I am on Planet Classroom. Mental health for a long time has always been depicted in a way that is boring. People always assume that when they hear mental health, it's always about sitting in therapy sessions or listening to somebody giving them about life tips. But I was inspired in a way of transforming mental health discussions in a creative way through hosting a slumber party where young people could come together and have a discussion on mental health in a new and creative way. But also, it had its own challenges considering the fact that we could still have to follow SOPs, those are standards of procedures in containing the virus, and not violate the guidelines. So we had to work within the 20 that was stipulated with us, and that was a limitation to the number of people that we could engage with to be part of this mental health dialogue on talking about the challenges that especially marginalized young LGBTIQ people face in social context to do with the COVID violations, home evictions, intimate partner violence, and dealing with abusive parents or partners, because it's an issue that has been happening in the lockdown. And the important lessons that we learned is how do we continue navigating in these spaces about mental health with a virus that continues to isolate us from each other as young people. And the goal of this project is to make mental health accessible to all the young people in supporting social help they can get during the pandemic.
Hello, my name is Esther Okelgene Edward. I'm from Nigeria, and my local solutions project is called Project Digital Rural. I'm really excited to be on Planet Classroom today. We live in a digital world, yet statistics show that 1 in every 5 young persons from Nigeria lack in-depth digital skills. Unfortunately, this is even worse for people from rural communities who are financially disadvantaged and are also opposed to language and distance barriers. There is this statement that has stuck with me since the first time I heard it, which says, "Brilliance is evenly distributed, opportunity is not." I think this statement holds true to so many young people in rural communities whose dreams have been dashed due to lack of digital inclusion and access. To bridge this divide, I designed Project Digital Rural, tailored to meet 100 out-of-school young people in various rural communities across Nigeria, and teach them digital skills including graphics design, software development, product design, and data analytics. I think what makes this project really unique and really special is that it is preparing young people to scale and thrive in the post-COVID digital era that we've just entered. Some of the challenges I faced when I was implementing this project was in building a context-based curriculum based on the needs of our participants. One of the lessons I've learned over the past 3 months is that there are really gems in the rough. I've seen students go from not knowing how to turn on the computer to writing different programming languages. I've seen people who did not know how to use the mouse go learn how to create amazing graphics design. And sometimes what I've learned is that sometimes all people need is the right push, somebody who will believe in them, somebody who will constantly encourage them, and the right environment to be in. My goal for this project is to keep inspiring hope. I hope that by next year, I'll be able to reach 1,000 out-of-school young people and provide personalized mentorship to them and also in-depth digital skills so that they can thrive in this digital era that we've transitioned into.
Hi, my name is Lucia Chavez and I am from Costa Rica. My local solutions project is called PAO, or Program of Organic Agriculture, and I am on Planet Classroom. The Program of Organic Agriculture was designed in hopes of making lasting change and providing new independence for communities that might be isolated from local authorities and their resources. This project is very much for the community, and we hope that more projects like this lead the community to make more changes that help them provide for themselves and make their lives easier. I think this project was picked by Global Youth Mobilization because after a certain point, it will be very much self-sustaining, and this funding will shove the project in the right direction, and that will help empower the community for many generations to come. Since the project hasn't started yet, we haven't learned much, but I think the main challenge will be to have good communication with the community and make sure they have all the tools necessary to go on after we leave. And lastly, our main goal for this project is to leave a more self-sufficient community that has the ability to help each other out and a new stream of income that will hopefully last and better the economic conditions of everyone there.
My name is Niras Yakubugian. I am from Nigeria. My local solutions project is called We Stand Mental Health and Psychosocial Support, and I am on Planet Classroom. We developed the passion to work with young people who are at risk of developing common and severe mental disorders in my community during the COVID-19 lockdown, because many at-risk youth who should have been driving positive change in our community were initiated into cult groups and they were trained to use small and light arms due to the lack of available and fruitful ventures that they should have been engaged in. The challenges of creating a project like this one is contemplating the possibility that communities will accept and own the project, because in our climate, the awareness on mental health is not far-reached. The overall goal of our project is to improve mental health through prevention and by ensuring access to appropriate quality mental health services in our community. The intended outcome objectives are: 1. Beneficiaries are expected to learn how to recognize their mental health and psychosocial support needs, as well as those of others from the psychoeducation, awareness, and sensitization activities. Secondly, beneficiaries will become aware of mental health and psychosocial resources and social media pages or mobile helplines to access in times of distress. Third, project beneficiaries will learn prevention and health promotion skills through the coaching and mentorship activities.
Hi, my name is Jordan Jans. I am from Jakarta, Indonesia. My local solutions project is called the Karza project, and I am on Planet Classroom. Karza itself is taken from Sanskrit language, which means the power or strength of the soul that encourage living beings to do great things. Simply, this pandemic have created so many impacts on various aspects of our life. We, young people, are willing to share and support each other and help reduce the problem. When I made this project, I was only 15 years old and really wanted to help the community around me. In Indonesia, where I'm based, is a place that has a lot of at-risk youth and really needs young people to find their purpose, passion, and place. The biggest and the most important challenge is how we are fighting the negative stigma of young people. Almost everywhere we go, we are underestimated. And through these various challenges we face, we learn that we need to be able to invite people to rise together. At Karza, I always try to help as many people as possible. With the current state and condition of Indonesia, where there is a lot of poverty and healthcare inequality, at Karza, I always emphasize that fellow young people can become empowered and empower others. Like most of our volunteers are 15 to 17 years old, but they have done great things for the community. At Karza, we believe that young people are the future, and young people deserve a chance.
My name is Sadia Jafrin. I am from Bangladesh. My local solution project is called Wow! Wheels of Wisdom, Gyanir Gari by Grow Your Reader, and I am on Planet Classroom. We started our journey with a concrete vision. On day, all children in Bangladesh will have access to the proper creative learning environment, which will build their innate reader to become a leader. The COVID-19 pandemic has created the most extensive disruption of education system in history. Our initiative is selected by GYM because it's highly convenient for the community. Our 4 areas are located in a very lower places in Dhaka and Mymensingh. The roads are very narrow and muddy. That's why we came up with this creative initiative, Wow! Wheels of Wisdom, which is not very big and not an electrical van, so it's very easy to move and water can't cause any problem. I think the biggest challenge for creating a project like this one is to find a good librarian who is eligible to at least read and write. Because a librarian needs to manage the registered copy while he keeps the record of the distributed books or information of the children who borrowed the books, for which he needs to be someone who is illiterate to a required level. What I have learned so far is that community engagement is very important for projects as mine. If I can't engage with my community effectively, they won't even be interested enough to get introduced to my work, behind which I have probably invested sleepless nights, time and effort. My goals for these projects are to make sure these children I am serving now never stop learning and keep on growing mentally. Lastly, I will ensure sustainable development of the society by developing cognitive, social and emotional skills through proper education.
We would like to thank our special guests from Global Youth Mobilization for sharing their inspiring work. Thank you, Sadia Jafrin, Esther Edward, Kamanda Bosco, Nerit Giang, Jordan Johns, and Luisa Chavez. Now it's your turn. Do you have an idea for a solution to overcome a challenge created by the pandemic, and do you need funding? No matter how big or small, if you are between the ages of 14 and 30, why not apply to Global Youth Mobilization today? The core requirement is for a truly innovative and impactful idea that has the potential to impact an individual or the community around them. Go to globalyouthmobilization.force.com/s/ to find out more. That's all, my human friends, for this week. I leave you with a reminder to explore your world, express yourself, discover, create, and use your imagination. Until next time, be kind, be curious, and thank you for listening. Goodbye.